What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It has been way too long since I made a video. Obviously life has been crazy, good but crazy, and you know, hard too, not just like perfect all the time. So I've just been really trying to, sorry, I'm gonna open. I'm thirsty. So I've been obsessed with these lately, by the way. If you guys haven't tried them, they're delicious. They have 3 calories. Well, this one has 3 calories, and it's just like fresh lemons squeezed into soda water, and there's a bunch of flavors. I like this one, and the raspberry lime are really good. Anyway, so yeah, life has been good, but crazy. I have a 6-month-old baby, which just like time goes by so fast. And it's really funny because I started my channel almost exactly 2 years ago, and I'm looking at our Christmas tree right now. We just put it up. I know it's early, but we got a fake tree this year because anyway, I'm already rambling. Stay focused. So yeah, I started my channel almost exactly 2 years ago, coming up here in a few weeks. And like, if I had known then I would be here now, like that would have been so relieving to me. But obviously we can't know, but it's just kind of like making me reflect on all I've been through and the whole journey to get my daughter. And it's just been really like, you know, kind of nostalgic looking back on it, and just really grateful, super grateful that, you know, 2 years later, this is where I am with a 6-month-old baby, and she's healthy and she's awesome, and like the holidays are coming up, and I'm just so thankful for that. So yeah, because, you know, this channel started off as an infertility channel, and then I got pregnant, and then I talked about my pregnancy, and now I've been just, you know, I've only posted a couple of videos since she was born, and I've been really trying to figure out like what I want to talk about on here, and it's part of the reason I haven't made videos, and I mentioned this in my last video, like where do I take my channel from here. But yeah, I've just been reflecting on that a lot and just trying to focus on time with my family because life is so busy, and you know, I just want to be present for all of it. I don't want to miss anything, and I want to look back and feel like I really soaked up everything I could, and you know, was just really present. Anyway, I remember sitting in front of this fireplace a couple years ago making a video, and I can't remember, I think I was talking about some blood results, and it's just like, I just can't believe we're here. But anyway, so how am I doing? 6 months postpartum. I had a pretty difficult birth, labor, and delivery experience. As of now, I still am a little sore. When I sit, my tailbone hurts, and I don't know if that's normal or if I'm at the point where I need to like go talk to a doctor about that, because it has been 6 months. So it's better than it was. Definitely it's improved a lot, but I do still feel like sore on my tailbone. Other than that, like, I am breastfeeding. It's going pretty good. It's really hard with work because pumping at work is challenging. Sometimes like work things get in the way and I can't pump, and so going back to work and not being able to pump exactly as much as I want to has caused my supply to drop, and so we've had to supplement with formula, which is like a vicious cycle. So you start giving them more formula, and then they demand less breast milk, and then you end up just, you know, giving more and more and more formula. So at this point she's getting about half formula, half breast milk, which is good, and I'm really happy with that. I really wanted her to have only breast milk. I was just killing myself trying to breastfeed her only and pump and everything, and it just wasn't, she was hungry, like, so I didn't want her to go hungry. So we did give her some formula, and I'm feeling okay about that. Other than that, like postpartum stuff, I did have a lot of hair loss. I don't know if you can tell still. It is growing back now. Like this right here is super short because that all fell out around here. I had already had some hair loss from like thyroid stuff. I found my hair was thinning and doing weird stuff when I was having issues with my thyroid. So hair loss is like not a new concept to me, but it did get pretty thin, and now it's starting to like be kind of normal-ish again. I am still taking thyroid medication, and I got blood work postpartum, and my doctor thought I should keep my dosage the same. And I am gonna go back in a couple months and see where my labs are at to just make sure I'm on the right dosage still. But I do plan to stay on the thyroid medication as long as my doctor says I need it, because it's just good generally, and also, you know, we're not ready for another baby now, but we will at some point, and so I just want to make sure all that stays in order since it took so long to figure everything out. Other than that, like, it's been good working, I think, overall. I wish I wasn't working so much and I could be home with her more. It is a lot of time away. I leave the house at about between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, and I get home about 6:30, so that is a long day away from her. I have a commute, and then I work a full day, 5 days a week, so I am trying to like take a day off here or there, use vacation time and stuff like that, because I do want the time with her. So like today is Veterans Day, and my work is open today actually, but I took a vacation day today because I just needed like mommy daughter day. So I was really glad I did that. We've just been hanging out and playing, and she's napping right now, so I have a couple minutes. And normally I'm either, when she's napping, I'm either trying to sleep myself, which is really hard, I find, when you're waking up at night, which I'll get to in a minute, and you like need to stay up to feed them, so you force yourself to like wake up so you don't fall asleep while you're holding them. I find during the day when I try to sleep, it's just, you know, hard to get to sleep because you're used to like forcing yourself to stay awake. Yeah, so when she's sleeping, if I'm not trying to nap, which sometimes I just can't fall asleep, I'm just doing stuff around the house, like laundry, and like there's a whole, my couch behind me is like covered with laundry, and you know, laundry and just tidying up, because I tend to get stressed when there's crap everywhere, and I'm realizing very quickly, especially now that she's older and likes to play with toys and stuff, there's just so much stuff and everywhere. So I have just baskets around the house where I can just toss everything really quick and clean up in 2 seconds, and I don't have to organize anything, and you know, that helps keep it kind of not cluttered, because I don't know, I find when I can see clutter, my mind feels cluttered, and like when I feel like there's stuff everywhere, I feel like I can't like think and relax in my environment. So yeah, trying to keep it clean, but also not like take too much time to do it, so I'm not driving myself crazy, because it is a constant cycle of cleaning. In terms of baby, she's very good. She is a big girl. Like, she was 8 pounds 4 ounces and 20 inches, which is, you know, a good sized baby. Some babies are only like 5 pounds. She's going to be 6 months next week, and she is in 9 to 12 clothes. I have not been to the doctor with her in about 2 months. We have our appointment in 2 weeks, and last time we went, I want to say she was like 16 pounds. I could be wrong. I think she was about 16 pounds though, so I'm very curious to see how much she weighs. So yeah, she's healthy, she's growing really well. She is not sleeping well at night. She did not take the bottle when I went back to work, as you guys know from, I think that was the last video I posted actually. It took a while. It took a good month and a half of me back to work before she actually took a bottle. We did have an RN come to the house, and she showed all of us, myself, my husband, and the woman who watches our baby, how to feed her with a medicine dropper. And that's what our nanny did for like over a month, is fed her with a medicine dropper. And I think eventually she got sick of that. And one time I give her vitamin D drops that are like I put it on pacifier and then put the pacifier in her mouth, and we have all these just random pacifiers. Some were free with like welcome kits, and some I bought, which she doesn't take any of them. But one time she latched to one of the pacifiers, and I was like, oh my God, is there a bottle the same brand, and let's try feeding her. And it was the MAM brand, and I same day gave her a bottle with that brand, and she latched, and it was awesome. And she, like, it wasn't consistent from there. She had definitely like had some days where she would latch, or some feedings where she would latch for like half the feeding or the whole feeding or a little bit and then stop, and they'd have to go back to the medicine dropper. But that was like the beginning of the turning point. So now she's pretty good with the bottle. She doesn't love it, and especially if it's formula, she doesn't love it. She'll be much better with drinking breast milk from the bottle, but she does drink both. And the problem we're having now is like she's not consistent with how much she'll take. So you make her a 5 to 6 ounce bottle and she'll only take 2 ounces, or she'll only take 3 ounces, or sometimes she'll take all 5 and 6 ounces. So you just don't know. And obviously, like, you know, people are hungry a little more or not as much at certain times, but we're trying to be really consistent with her feeding, and she's inconsistent with how hungry she is. So that's been kind of tricky, because also when she was not taking the bottle, she started waking up every 2 hours at night and feeding, nursing, and then eventually when we started, you know, when she started taking the bottle and we needed to supplement with formula, she started getting a little bit of formula throughout the night too. Which has also made my supply drop, but I couldn't get up every 2 hours. Like, I just couldn't do it. So, anyway, sorry, there's like a lawnmower outside, so hopefully it's not super loud. He keeps like circling around. So she was in the habit of eating all night long, and we just can't get her out of that habit. She still wakes up every 2 to 3 hours, like 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a night to eat. Sometimes she takes 5 ounces, sometimes she takes 2 ounces, and it's just not consistent at all. So that's the current thing that we're working on, because my husband and I would really like to have her sleep at least like a 5-hour stretch at night, you know, like, or even 4. Like, she barely sleeps, you know, 2.5 and 3 hours, and then she's napping long naps during the day, like almost as long as the stretches of sleep she gets, you know, 2-3 hours. So we're trying to force her to adjust without like withholding food from her or waking her up really early from a nap, and it's hard to know. And then, like, you know, the way we do things on the weekend is different from the way our nanny does it during the week, and it's hard to coordinate sometimes. So yeah, anyway, that's all the baby stuff that's going on, but she's doing really good. She's rolling over. She really wants to sit up. She really wants to crawl. She's great at playing with toys. She reaches for toys. She passes them between her hands. She's just like, she's entertains herself very well, which is nice. But yeah, going back to me for a minute. So I know it can be normal with breastfeeding, but I still have not gotten a period. And obviously it's been 6 months. So I'm just curious as to what's gonna happen. I'm like hopeful and optimistic that, you know, when we're ready to have another baby, that it won't take as long as last time, because I'm on thyroid medication, which I think is like the key to how I got pregnant last time. 2, I know my body can do it, so I have less fear that it's like never gonna happen. And my body, you know, did it once, so I'm assuming doing it again will be, you know, my body will figure it out quicker, maybe. Oh, I think it's leaf blowers, because there's a lot of leaves because it's fall. Oh my gosh, go away. Anyway, I definitely feel like I'm totally not ready now to have more kids. But like originally I thought when we hit the 1-year mark, we would start trying, and that's what my doctor said to do, not to wait much longer than that if we want to have more, in case it takes a while. But we'll see. It feels like soon. I don't want to miss out on like the quality time with her, like with my daughter, you know, having 1 kid. Because when you get pregnant with another one, like your time is split, and even like during the pregnancy, you're just not gonna be able to be as focused and dedicated in the same way. And I wanna, you know, end breastfeeding like on our own timeline. So I don't wanna get pregnant until I'm done breastfeeding, and it would be nice to have like a little break in between, so I have just me time in between there. But yeah, so this is all the stuff that's running through my head. So hopefully this is interesting to you guys, and I'm glad to be back with an update so you guys know I'm doing good, I'm okay. Like, I wish I could make more videos. I wish I could make a video every single week like I used to, or I used to, yeah, I used to do one about once a week, once every 2 weeks, and like I think this is the longest stretch I've ever gone. So I'd really like to get back into it. We'll see, you know, how things go, but I feel like now we're a little more settled in our routine. I've been back to work for about 3 months and I've kind of figured things out. If we could just get her to sleep through the night a little bit more so I could be a little more rested, that would help a lot. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any specific videos that you want me to make, if I should do like, maybe I'll do another Q&A because it's been a while since then, and actually almost at like 5,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Like, I can't believe 5,000 people watched my videos and were like, I want to see more of that. Like, that's so flattering and awesome and exciting. So if you guys want me to do a Q&A, let me know. Put your questions down below. If I get a bunch of questions, I will do another Q&A because I did one, I think it was about a year and a half ago. So yeah. Put your questions down below, I'll answer your questions, and if you have any like specific types of videos you want me to make about the baby or about me or just, you know, whatever you guys are interested in, let me know. And I have a couple ideas of stuff, but I'm just not sure like what you guys want to watch because, you know, some people came here to watch infertility stuff, some people came here for pregnancy stuff, and some people might be here for baby stuff, so I just don't know what I should focus on. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Bye.